And as we finally in the series hit the big 30, race number 30 of the season, we're heading down the home stretch of the season here in the Mopar Nationwide Series in Season 2, which has been going on for about 9 or 10 months, which I apologize for that. I am going to get myself in gear to finish this for you guys, and just wanted to say sorry for the lengthy season. Should have been done 2 months ago, but I'm going to try to do my best to get a race done every other day for a couple weeks, and maybe we'll get done quicker. But anyway, let's try this again. Hello everybody, welcome to Kansas Speedway for race number 30 of the season. The race today we're doing is the Kansas Lottery 300, like I said, race number 30 of 34. The championship battle is still pretty tight as we are getting ready to go racing here around Kansas Speedway. And we're going to the back. I was trying not to reveal the poster yet, but I forgot to put the thing down, so I failed. But we got a couple of teammates on the front row today out of JR Motorsports. Barney Ward, who was so close to getting his first win last week at Dover, couldn't get it, fell back on a late restart, had to work his way back up, had the fastest car, but just couldn't catch Danny Wells, and the caution came out. But Barney Ward is on the pole today, who is actually back in the championship hunt. He is 78 points back of Aaron Williams, and then Danny Wells is 8 points behind Aaron, so Barney Ward starting first, and he's way ahead, so he's going to be gaining a lot of points early in this race. Hope to keep it that way. His teammate Jack Richards in the 5 is on the outside of him. Row number 2 has the 09 of Michael Kazi, who was leading and had some mess up on his car, had to pit, gave up the lead, was one of the dominant cars last week, looking to rebound and try to finally get a good run for that team. Outside of him is the 70 of Lewis Gordon. Row 3, you got the 62 of Pichu London, and the new driver of the last couple of races, the number 4 of Kyle Sosnowski. Row number 4, you have the 19 of Alexandra Jones, the rookie, and the 23 of Cody Lamas, also a rookie. And round out your top 10 are good friends, Trent Dunham in the Pepsi 24, Charles Jackson, the American Ethanol, number 3, out of RCR. Now we're going to take a look for our points leader and second in the standings. We're going to go first to points leader Aaron Williams, starting in the back. He is starting 37th place, I believe. Or, wait. Yep, he is starting 37th, and Danny Wells is starting 32nd. There's Sean Henley, Brody Banta back there as well. A couple other guys up in the standings, but it's going to be interesting how this is going to work out today. Going to get this race going, though. And we're going to get the field rolling to show you the starting lineup. And let's get this race rolling. Field's going to go robot. I'm going to hear the radio chatter, probably not the command because I always cut it out somehow, but anyway, going to get this field going. And again, like I said, show you the starting lineup for today's race, and we'll be racing here for 30 laps here in Kansas Speedway.
Just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race car, we got a good driver, we got a good
home
pit
sweet
crew.
home for some of these drivers, not really.
Everybody carries the weight.
Hopefully,
we'll be just fine at the end.
This will be a good race, as there was a little glitch right there in the audio, but the field goes rolling by. Here's your starting lineup for today's Kansas Lottery 300. And there's a look at today's starting lineup for today's Kansas Lottery 300 here at Kansas Speedway. Race number 30 of 34. The final stretch of the season is upon us. It's shaping up to show who is going to be battling for the championship this season and who is going to be mathematically eliminated. I'll start telling people where the cutoff is because it's going to start coming up pretty soon as the pace car is off. As JR Motorsports, or Junior Motorsports, whatever you want to say, teammates Barney Ward in the 88 and the rookie and Jack Richards in the 5 lead them down to the green flag. And we are racing here at Kansas. Barney Ward did, like we expect, get the run on the bottom to have complete control of the lead. And he's going to try to hurry and get up and get their 5 bonus points that would very help him in this championship standings right now. Every point matters from this point on, as right now it's between him, Aaron Williams, and Danny Wells It's a good opportunity for these other drivers to get back up in it with them starting in the back, as Barney Ward will lead lap 1. 5 bonus points for Barney Ward. If you also think about it, since there's a lot of rookies in this series, the battle for the Rookie of the Year honors is up for grabs too between the top 3 in the points, as well as some other drivers like Sean Henley, Brody Banta, Charles Jackson, and others. Well, actually, Charles Jackson is not a rookie, but the other ones are. So basically, whoever finished highest in the points, that's a rookie, will be Rookie of the Year. As now Pichu London's advanced up to second place with Alexandra Jones in third, and Pichu's going for the lead. But Barney Ward will lead that lap, but the 62 has the preferred line on the bottom, and he will take the lead from Barney Ward going in this corner. He'll slide up. Oh, he went up too high. Here comes Alexandra Jones in the 19. We haven't got to call her name much this season. She's in the Renault Wraps number 19. Basically a teammate car to the 14. Actually, not really. They're different manufacturers, I believe, now. Alexandra Jones, this team's kind of been an underfunded team, not really been talked about much this season. She's been very quiet. She won one of the Opens or something, I think, back in the All-Star race or Showdown. That's about all she's done this season. She's been the quiet one, I guess you could say, one of them in the series. But she just led that lap, and she will get a bonus point, 5 bonus points. Barney Ward wants to lead back, just about got in the back of her, and Michael Crosby, Jack Richards, and James McLeod are forming up in a line on the bottom of the racetrack under Barney Ward, Pichu London, and Kyle Sosnowski. And Alexander Jones going to pull away by a couple of car lengths with that happening. We got 3 wide action at the bottom half of the top 10. Zohar Munn with his brother Trent Dunham in the middle, and Cody Hitchens down. That is him in the 2 car, in that red, white, and blue car, basically, you could say. Oh, Seth Cole gets to this door. Trent Dunham, look out, be careful, guys. Trent's trying to get out of that sucker hole. Zach Carlson, he gave him a break right there, and we're back to double foul. And Michael Crosby's trying to run down Alexandra Jones. He just drove way too far in the corner. But we're going to take a look in the back and see what's going on. And look who's in the back. 1, 2 in the standings. Aaron Williams, dead last. Danny Wells right now across the line in 40th. They don't want to stay there for sure with Barney Ward up there in the top 5. 4th in the standings is Sean Henley. Henley is actually, I think, advanced. He was, but he's starting to fall back again. He's stuck on the high side as well. And 5th in the standings is Charles Jackson. He's up there at the front, I believe, if he hasn't fallen back anymore. He's right there. And we don't have a battle lead. I thought they passed her. Jack Richards moved up to 2nd again. James McLeod, Pichu London are freight training Michael Crosby. You know, the 87 car would love to get a victory. James McLeod has had not many chances in this car this season to get a victory, but he has a great opportunity today, as we had some green flag action, which is really good. And Trent Dunham in the middle once again. Can't get out of the sucker hole apparently here. He has Charles Jackson to his outside and Barney Ward to his inside. Barney Ward in the 24, or in the 88, and then Trent Dunham in the 24 is what I meant to say. They are teammates as well. The 24 is technically a JR Motorsports car, so they're teammates as well. And there goes Zohar Munn and Dylan Poteet, a couple of Dodge Challengers going by, as well as Mark George in the 8. You see Zohar there, you see a couple cars back. There's Red Bell in the 51 in the bottom lane. That is Trent's girlfriend. She's working her way up. Steven Gonzalez back there in the nice Energy Ford Mustang up on the high side behind the 3. Xavier Livingston's working his way up. We'll go back up to the front. And we do have a battle for the lead. Jack Richards has caught Alexandra Jones, and Richards will take the lead in the 5. Jack Richards came in here 10th in the standings. He's trying to battle to stay in the top 10 in points. And he'd like to get another win. He has not won since Phoenix. Actually, no, he did win a second time. I can't remember where he won at again. Jack Richards won at Phoenix and somewhere else. Pichu London's now 2nd. Alexandra Jones dropped to 3rd. Michael Crosby is 4th. There's Seth Cole in 5th. And it was announced this week, Seth Cole, if you didn't remember, that he won a while back the one race deal. He won the contract for a reserved ride next season in the Mopar Nationwide Series. He is bringing his family-owned team, Seth Cole Motorsports, whatever it is. Not really quite sure what the name is, but Seth Cole will bring the 52 car to the Mopar Nationwide Series next season, so he'll be driving for his own team next season. So expect to see that 52 car in the field next season with Seth Cole behind the wheel. Jack Richards just lost the lead to Pichu London, and Richards going to get freight trained all the way back to 5th place, as there's a separation between 5th and 6th. Cody Hitchens is trying to catch up with Zohar Munn. Oh, that's not Zohar, that's Zach Carlson. James McLeod back here is in 7th. Zohar Munn is 8th, but Barney Ward wants it back. And Xavier Livingston is right now in 10th place. Go back a little bit. There's Ryan Juke, Cody Lamas. There's Kyle Sosnowski going over to Mark George. Lewis Gordon's up there starting at the front. He's back here with Mike Becker in the 33. They went by Charles Jackson. Trent Dunham's kind of slipped back a little bit. Oh, Kyle Sosnowski just got hit by Mark George, but they saved it. 8-car dig in the back of Kyle Sosnowski. And it's going to hold up Brody Banta. It's going to hold up the second field right here. That includes our 2 championship leaders. Aaron Williams right there in the 21, and Danny Wells is farther back in the 60 right there, and Sean Henley. John Dillon, Ryan Coster's in this pack with Joseph Lombard. There's Matt Wells right here going by his brother Danny. Jacob Rodriguez, who started dead last. Will Livingston, Jake Rogers, Brody Banta, and Brock Banta. Joshua Collard, winner from Chicagoland. And there is 18 of Joseph Bryant. And now Aaron Williams got kicked to the high side. Eric Burton didn't catch him a break, or neither did the 18 right there. There's Dylan Young still in the 64 tribute car. Sean Galligan starting near the back, along with Matthew Rodriguez. There's Matthew McMurray. I think I've said everybody now. Oh, we have some cars dropping back. The second pack is caught up. And the leader, actually they got 2-car breakaway. Pichu London and Michael Causey are taking advantage of the green flag run and just left the pack. 2 laps from halfway, actually about a lap and a half. Causey's trying to look for his second win of the season. He won at Richmond in a Wreckfest, I guess you could say. He's had a couple other opportunities to win this season, but especially last week, New Hampshire, he was up there, but wrecked Danny Wells while they were battling for the lead. And you know, Causey wants to win again. He's 17th in the standings coming in this race. Pichu London right ahead of him came in her 13th in the standings with 0 wins. But one of the stat lines Pichu does have, he does have 10 top 10s this season, but he only has 2 top 5s, which has been kind of his Achilles heel this season. But he's still trying to look for that elusive first win this season. He was a championship contender 1 season ago when he drove for Ralph Fenway Racing in the car now driven by Danny Wells. Pichu London up there finishing in the top 3 in the standings last season with a couple of wins. Made the move to Rusty Wallace Incorporated this season. Not really found that much luck compared to last season. But these 2 are pulled away. They're a second and a half over. Zach Carlson is now 3rd. Red Bell is now up to 4th. Jack Ridge is going under Cody Hitchens for 5th. And now James McLeod will dive under Hitchens for 6th. Hitchens will drop back to at least 7th. Xavier Livingston 8th. Zohar Mine 9th. And Cody Lamas just took 10th place away from Steven Gonzalez in the 6th. Lamas is another driver looking for some good runs. He's not had no luck this season in the 23. He had the heartbreaker in the Mountain Dew Race Series. He was leading at Talladega, where the engine let go while he was leading the race in the late stages of it. So Lamas definitely has a lot to prove. He's had so much bad luck, along with Michael Causey. I guess he kind of like remind each other of what kind of luck they've had. So both those drivers are definitely trying to get some momentum, maybe built for next season, or try to finish off this season, maybe get in the top 10 of the points. Going to the back end, Danny Wells has not improved his position. He is in the back with Mark George, who is damaged. And Danny Wells wins last week at Dover, and is dead last this week at Kansas. Not what Danny Wells is looking for. He has some time to catch a few cars, but it's not going to look like a good point save for Danny Wells. He did not need this late in the season at all. You can throw in there Brody Banta, who finished well last week, but he is in bad territory this week. 6th in the standings, and this is really going to hurt him. Sean Henley back here for the 2nd week in a row. Henley just cannot catch a break. He's starting to have some bad luck for the first time this season. As he gets into his teammate Jacob Rodriguez, you can tell that driver is very angry inside that 30 car if he's getting into his own teammate. But there's no love lost between the Henleys and the Rodriguezes, even though they're teammates. And there's Aaron Williams, who's 30th, so really a lot of the top contenders are doing horrible. Besides Barney Ward and Charles Jackson. Actually, I have not seen where Jackson's at. Jackson's in 23rd, so he's not doing good anymore. Barney Ward, well, he dropped back to 18th, so wow, I mean, not much have people gained. Everybody's running not that good right now. See, these battles right now going on. Go back to the front. It's still Pichu London and Michael Causey. Causey's trying to get closer, but you know a car is creeping up in that frame right there. Zach Carlson. He's had some opportunities to win this season. He wants to win with this 04 team. Carlson's actually worked way up in the standings quietly. He's, I believe, up there in the top 10 now. He is 8th in the standings, and he's still looking for that first win. As we got a battle for the lead. Michael Causey to the inside of Pichu London for the lead in the 09. The Family Farmers Toyota Camry out of Rab Racing is going to take the lead. He's trying to slide job Pichu London. London's trying to come back on the high side. He doesn't have the run. Michael Crosby leads this lap, and he is a new race leader with 9 laps to go. It looks like it's a 3-car breakaway for the win right now, unless a caution comes out. Zach Carlson has been inserted into this battle. Kazi drove it in way too hard. He's going to give up the lead just as quick as he got it. Pichu London back to the inside. Does the crossover and takes the lead back, heading down to turn number 3. London has the run. Kazi cannot hold him off, and London pulls away once again. So a quick little change of the lead, flip-flopped for a lap, and London resumes leading like he has done for most of this race. I think London has clinched the most laps led in that 62. And those two racing each other allows Zach Carlson to come up here and completely be in this battle now for the lead. Carlson wants to win this race. This team I don't think has ever went to victory lane yet. Last season was with Jack Richards, did not win a race but did finish in the top 10 in points, I believe. So this team's never seen what victory lane was like, and Zach Carlson is trying to get him to victory lane for the first time. They got a driver that's won before. Zach Carlson in his final race last season for the number 11 team, and Joe Gibbs Racing won at Homestead, his one and only victory so far in the series. Would love to get win number 2 today here in Kansas in Season 2. We'll see what he can do. He's on the back bumper of Michael Kazi, but this is allowing Pichu London to pull away. As we look back, as Carlson is going to make the run for second, we're going to watch this real quick. Oh, Kazi tried to cut him off, but could not block him. Carlson was there. They're going to drive in there hard, side by side for second place. But while they do that, Pichu London is going to try to check out in the 62 car. I believe he is, with those two racing side by side. Carlson should clear Kazi. He does. Kazi had let out. We had 5.5 laps to go. Another car that broke away from that back there that broke away from the pack is Red Bell. She is up to 4th now. She's actually worked her way up in the standings as well. She might end up being in the top 10 in points by the day's end. The battle for 5th between Dylan Pote and James McLeod. There's Cody Hitchens, Alexander Jones, Steven Gonzalez. Barney Ward has worked his way up back into the top 10. Going back a little bit. See where those other guys are. Aaron Williams right there, 34th place. Sean Henley 35th. Danny Wells 36th. Brody Banta 40th. As Zach Carlson has drawn closer to Pichu London. When will the 04 car make a move? Can he even get up to the back bumper of the Pilot Chevrolet driven by Pichu London? 4 laps to go here at Kansas. Michael Kazi starting to lose the pack a little bit. He's starting to fall back. It's turned into a 2-car race. The Kazi cannot get the handle of that 09 car. He's actually sliding up the track once again. And Zach Carlson's on the back bumper of Pichu London. He has got his draft. He is drafting with him going into turn number 3. Will he give him the bumper? I don't think he has to. London slid up. He overdrove the corner. Zach Carlson's going to take advantage and go to the inside. At the line is going to be London, barely by Fender. See how close that was. It says tie, but it's closer than that. You have to look at it from the other thing. Oh, is a caution out? Oh, Sean Henley is stopped on the track. Oh, that caused Zach Carlson big time. Sean Henley has something broke on the 30 car all by himself. Didn't even catch that. And we got to go back up for the lead. The battle for the lead is still on. And Michael Kazi caught back up because he slowed up because they saw the 30 car stopped on the track. Side by side at the line again. It was London again, about the same differential. Look at Kazi! Making it 3 wide for the lead! Michael Kazi goes 3 wide! Oh my god, look out! What a move by Michael Kazi! I don't think London or Carlson expected that. We have a lap and a half to go, and Michael Kazi makes the charge 3 wide in turn 1 to take the lead. Goes from 3rd to 1st. And now they're side by side for second as Michael Kazi is pulling away in the number 09 Toyota. He's coming down to the line, and Michael Kazi takes the white flag as they're side by side for second. Carlson and Pichu London racing way too hard and just allowing Kazi to pull away. There's no traffic ahead, obviously, because we had no caution so far today, and it looks like we're not going to. London is going to clear Carlson for second, but does he have time to run down Michael Kazi, who just made one of the moves of the season, I believe, for that lead? He drove it in there hard. They both did. Carlson and London, they slid up. Red Bell's there, but none of them will be able to catch Michael Kazi, who's going to pick up his second win of the season. Michael Kazi wins here at Kansas. He takes the Kansas Lottery 300. I don't care if there was not a caution in that race. That was one heck of a finish. What a pass for the lead. Coming to after they take 2 laps to go, Michael Kazi dive bombs in the corner, takes advantage of the side-by-side racing for the lead, goes 3 wide and makes it stick, takes the lead and steals the victory here at Kansas. Congrats to Michael Causey. What a race. Wow. The results are official now, and I don't even know, that was just a crazy finish. But big time kudos to Michael Causey on that move. That was a veteran move there. He's been around the block already for a while. I mean, he's not a rookie anymore, so he's had so many races taken away from him this season. I think he was owed 1 or 2. He just got one there, as he is victorious here at Kansas. Peachy London will have to settle for second after leading the most laps. Zach Carlson will have to finish third. Red Bell, strong run for her in fourth, and Dylan Pote in fifth after struggling for like the last 3 or 4 races. Strong run for him. James McLeod, a good run in sixth, one of his high points of the season, which he has raced, which not all season. Cody Hitchens, seventh, good run to see him do good at rookie. He's the highest finishing rookie today. The field was dominated at the beginning with lots of veterans right there at the end. You got Matthew McMurray, finished 8th. Matthew Rodriguez, 9th. Matt and Matt, 8th and 9th. And Barney Ward will finish 10th. That will help him a lot, but will it help him enough? We'll have to wait and see in the point standings as we look down through the rest of your finishing results. Jack Richards, Alexander Jones, Cody Lamas, Seth Cole, Lewis Gordon, your top 15. Followed by Zohar Munn, Joseph Bryant, Luke Walker, Dylan Young, and Trent Dunham, your top 20. And the rest of your field: Mike Becker, Steven Gonzalez, Xavier Livingston, Charles Jackson, Joseph Lombard, Joshua Collard, Will Livingston, Sean Gallagher, Ryan Acosta, and Matt Wells, your top 30. And the rest of your field is John Dillon, Brock Banter, Ryan Juke, Aaron Williams will finish 34th, Mark George, Jacob Rodriguez, Danny Wells 37th, Brody Banta 38th, Jake Rogers, Kyle Sosnowski, Eric Burden, and a disappointing race, probably the biggest loser of the day, is Sean Henley. Don't know what exactly happened. It said he's 4 laps down. It didn't say what happened to the car. We'll probably go back and take a look at that, but Henley did not need that. That's 2 weeks in a row. It really kills his championship hopes. Came in here 4th in the standings. He was 130 back. This is definitely going to kill him finishing dead last today, but we'll take a look back now and see what happened to the 30 car late in stages here today at Kansas. Alright, well, this is coming to 4 laps to go. Henley is running, it says 35th. Watch his speed. He comes off turn number 4. He slows down right there. Something apparently broke on that 30 car. You still hear the car going. I don't know if something just broke. You still hear the car running, but I'm trying to see if you just listen to it. He just slows down. I don't know what exactly happened. I know Sean is definitely not going to be happy with whatever happened under that Turner Motorsports engine or that hood. I'm not sure what exactly. See, here the car's still going. It's weird. And there's the field right there. I think Carlson saw him, and that's what cost him his momentum, and that's what hung them up and eventually led to the pass for the lead by Michael Causey. We're actually going to take a look at that again while we're here. Carlson and Peachy London are racing hard, and Michael Causey here, he just biding his time. Nobody's moving up. They're staying even. Causey has such a huge run. What does he do? He goes down low, makes it 3 wide. Those two almost get together. And look at Causey just slide on in there. Yeah, that's what she said. Anyway, Michael Causey just slides on by. He'll end up clearing Zach Carlson here in the next corner. Right there. I'm going to slow it down. And Michael Causey, just with one of the biggest moves of the season. That's probably one of the best races finishes, I guess you could say. But that's definitely a consideration for one of the best moves of the race, or best moves of the season, I should say. Causey took that move, never looked back, and won today here at Kansas. And I will take you back to the results for one last look. We'll get you to the post-race and all that good stuff. And we are back. One last look of the finishing results. Remember to continue to comment and everything and all that. But there's a look. Just have to pause if you need to and everything and so on. But yeah, there's the race from Kansas. And now we're going to take you to all the good stuff, the points, post-race, and all that good stuff, like I said. But here we go. We're done here from Kansas. Congrats to Michael Causey, and here comes the results of the points. Alrighty guys, race 30 is in the books. We have 4 races left in the season, and we're going next to Charlotte Motor Speedway, or Lowe's Motor Speedway, whatever you want to call it. Now, Dollar General 300 is what we'll be seeing. And take a look at this point standings. We have a tie for the points lead, but Aaron Williams has 2 wins over Barney Ward's 0. That keeps the 21 car atop the standings, gets the tiebreaker, but Barney Ward just made up a huge amount of points. He was 78 points behind coming in there, so he made up 78 points exactly. So he got right back up in the battle for the championship. Danny Wells is now 17 points back in 3rd. And then the huge gap to now 4th place Charles Jackson, who is 139 back. And look who catapulted all the way up to 5th in the standings. Zach Carlson. He's 143 back. The never die attitude of that 04 team has got him up in the top 5 in the points. Now, anything could happen. Those top drivers have problems, say at Charlotte or the couple races after. I mean, that 04 car could be still in the running for it. I mean, he's not mathematically eliminated for couple more races if he could just continue to gain points, but we'll see what he can do. Sean Hindley, he ended up dropping to 6th in the standings. He didn't lose a lot of points, but he had a good opportunity to gain points along with a lot of these other drivers like Red Bell, 7th in the standings now with that top 5 run. Brody Banta struggled. He dropped down to 8th. Seth Cole is 9th now, and Jack Richards is 10th. Peachy London is now 11th. Brock Banta is 12th. He dropped out of the top 10. Dylan Potey is 13th. Michael Cosby's up to 14th with now his 2 wins and 3 poles. I didn't even notice that him and Danny Wells both have 3. And you see the rest of your top 20. We saw Matthew McMurray get a top 10 run. He got up there. He got up there a little bit. Look down a little bit more. We saw Alexander Jones have a good run, but didn't really finish it off that well. Zohar was up there a little bit. Matt Rod. Look down a little bit more. Cody Hitchens had a top 10 today. Derek Livingston we saw up front a little bit. And we continue to look down. So many different drivers. I hope that doesn't happen next season. And the rest of them, I think what I'm going to do, Joshua Collar, Steven Gonzalez, and Kyle Sosnowski, since they ran 3 races, they're going to end up since you guys joined late, and you guys are going to finish exactly with 7 races this season, you guys will be rookies again next season. Just letting you know now, because that's how it is in real life. And I just thought it'd be fair, since it's only 7 races. So if you 3 do sign up next season, Joshua Collar, Steven Gonzalez, and Kyle Sosnowski, you guys will be rookies next season again. But that's not a big deal. You guys joined pretty late in the season. I didn't want to do replacements this late in the season, but oh well. But we are done from Kansas. There's your look at the standings and all that. But thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate the feedback and everything on the series. Make sure to like the video still if you like the races and everything. The more likes the better. It makes me feel happy about myself. Just kidding. But like I said, it's open to like the video. Make sure to comment. You can throw feedback if you're not even in the series, if you like it or whatever. But just trying to make the series the best I can, and hope you guys enjoyed it. But one last time, congratulations to Michael Cosby on the victory today at Kansas for his 2nd win of the season. I believe his 4th of his career. Don't keep me on my word on that. But we're done. I'm going to stop blabbering now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys at Lowe's. Stay tuned for this and the Mountain Race Series chase as they both roll on toward championship weekend. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.